Hit refresh. I hit refresh. It says offline.
I hit the refresh too.
You
No,
know,
we are offline.
It's funny. I find it ultimately hilarious. Is Pin and I can stream just fine, but when it comes to
Rogue.
something blows the audio.
Yeah.
And I swear my tail was away from the microphones.
Hmm. I can't hear Rogue, so I don't know what's wrong. That's the scariest part.
Somebody typed to him.
I did.
I think he's been having problems with his audio since like last week when I had him restream for me.
Alright. So what do we do?
We wait. That's the only thing we can do.
And make small talk.
Yes. Yeah. Well, time for...
Okay, so I could either hit the intro on mine because he's already done the intro on his, wait for that to finish, then we can just talk and just wait. Technical difficulties.
Yes, I think so. Let me go inquire.
Oh, I can hear Rogue.
I heard the Rogue. I heard the demon in the room.
I didn't hear a demon.
I did. The question is, can he hear us?
Can he hear us?
No, he can't, or else he would have responded already. I'm hitting play on my end. I'm hitting play and record.
You know what? I'm gonna go grab me a glass of fucking cranberry juice.
You do that.
Pot roast.
You do that.
And try not to go punch Sargon.
You also do that.
Okay.
Because Sargon just pissed me off.
What's Sargon do? Tell me when you get back.
Oh, I will.
Oh. What's that? Was that Draconith? And Panina Chan's gone quiet too. Oh my god. Okay, audience, let's see here. I'll talk about the things that pissed me off this week while I wait for other voices to come into the room. First thing that pissed me off this week is you, America. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. As I was before we started the intro, I was talking about the whole Hawaii thing. They got sent a fake missile threat, and then they tried to claim that it was due to a wrong button pushed. And I call total bullshit on that. I don't think you can send out a missile threat by pushing the wrong button. I don't know if anyone can hear me or not.
No, we could not hear you, Nemo, because I was running the intro on my end, and we're still having technical difficulties on the Twitch end, so nobody heard your story on my end. And I don't know if anybody heard the story on the Twitch.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think they did.
Today is just all...
We're losing listeners again.
Today has just been a bunch of...
I know, but it gets its way almost every week. Kind of frustrates.
It is frustrating, but at the same time, just roll with it. That's the only thing that we can do is just roll with it.
No, of course. I just hate that I see the viewer count drop, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably should share out the... I probably should shill this out while we wait for Rogue to get back. He had messaged me, he said, song and dance, keep people entertained. It's like, kind of hard to keep people entertained when one half of our cast is not here, and two, our audience isn't here because they don't know that we're live.
All right, so can I start entertaining and being the monkey for these people?
You want to be the coolest monkey in the jungle?
I'll be the coolest monkey in the jungle, and I'm white.
I love you so much, Nemo.
You're very welcome. Where were we? Hang on.
Are we
Okay.
live?
Anyway, yes. So I was
Well,
talking
we're
about
live
how...
on YouTube end. I don't know about Rogue as he's fixing his audio.
Ah,
Okay. I was talking about the thing that pissed me off which is Hawaii got a fake missile threat thing. Well, it wasn't fake as up. They said, this is not a drill. Ballistic missiles coming this way. Please seek shelter. And then 20 minutes later, they go, whoops, accident. Someone pushed the wrong button. And I'm calling absolute bullshit on that.
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Because I don't think that can just happen. I don't think there's a missile threat button and a no missile threat button next to each other.
No.
Depends on where you place your buttons. If you were to see where I put my buttons, yeah, they're right next to each other.
And Rogue pushes my buttons all the time, so.
Yeah, but he doesn't push the world is going to, end a nuclear hellfire.
You don't know that.
Well, I don't know that, but I think that would be a very bad way to plan your security.
Nah.
Yeah, sorry, mister, I think about this too much. Think about the face of the world.
Yeah, I think you put just a bit too much thought into it.
But it really happened, though.
You realize that I will say things just to get a rise out of you, right?
Yeah. Well, it's working.
I'm glad.
You might
Bring
say
back bullying.
You might say yes. Hashtag bring back bullying, people. I've been talking about this, and I think I've finally come to a conclusion. Bullying is a moral good.
Oh my god, I'm gonna take a line out of Crowder's book. We're gonna get so many letters.
Yeah. No. Listen. As you guys were talking about, adversity and, getting picked on and all that other stuff makes us stronger, makes us better.
Makes us
interesting, very interesting.
Hey, we got Rogue. Are you back?
We got Rogue back.
Yeah, well, you've got Rogue back, but apparently my end of the GNF decided to, shit its bed.
All right. So good thing I decided to go live about.
Why don't we invite everyone into
5 minutes
the
ago?
YouTube room?
Yeah, for now, we'll probably do it at Penn, so probably be a lot easier.
Alrighty, I'll do that and I'll send things to anyone who's listening.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to...
Let them know on the Twitch side to come over to the YouTube side. We have cookies.
Yeah, cookies?
Yeah.
This is a rarity that we have to do it this way, which is kind of interesting itself.
And free punchy pie and free hats.
Well,
Free hat.
Free hats.
Sure. Cookies.
Yeah, no,
free hats.
you know those things called updates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now everything's kind of updated and shut its bed. Now I got to. Everything was fine earlier today. I did an actual stream and everything. My audio was perfect. Now, not so much. I don't know what's going on. So I've got to dump everything and put everything back in. It's gonna be fun.
All right.
Fun. Anywho, going forward, not back. We do have, to introduce ourselves. Hello, I am the. Let's do it this way. This is the GNF podcast. I am one of your hosts, the Canadian Rogue. Followed by, who should I introduce first?
Don't we usually go from left to right?
Or up and down,
Fish.
in and out, around and around. You want to do the fish first? Okay. From the weird place called Down Under or Upside Down Land, we have Nemo.
Hey, what's up?
Really? Just,
No,
what's up?
we've been talking for a few minutes now. I've been advocating bullying.
Oh, well, that's good, but still, we need to focus your attention that you want to be the main master behind the bullying. Followed by the one and only, the one from the mountain, Draconis.
Hello. Yes, I am the one hidden in the mountains.
You may want to turn yourself just a wee bit up. I know it's a new headset.
Okay.
Yeah. Draconith is fire. Draconith is death.
Well,
That's right.
no, I'm not death. If the cat girls happen to find you while you're invading my territory, I'm not responsible.
So as Draconis is playing with his new toy, we're going to we're gonna go over to the half elf that's supposed to be a half elf, but thinks she's a demon. So we're gonna go with it. Pina-chan.
How many times do I have to tell you I am not an elf?
Well, I see pointy ears.
It's close enough.
Elves are not the only ones that have pointy ears.
Close enough.
Dragon.
I don't have pointy ears.
The only other creature
horns.
the only other creature that I know that have pointy ears are vampires, and that's questionable.
I'm not a bloodsucker. I can be a soul sucker, but I found other things to sustain myself, such as beef jerky.
Beef jerky is
I was
awesome.
going to say you found other things that suck, but that's just too easy.
We don't talk about my sexual preferences,
Wow.
Nemo. Just like you can change your gender on a whim, you clownfish.
Yeah, on command. We shouldn't be talking about that.
You know, with the right technological advances, I could put a dick on it.
You could.
Or turn your outie into an innie.
Anywho,
Yes,
going forward and
I
not going
agree with
backwards,
you,
because we ain't going to
Food
go back. We got to go
Panina-chan
forward, people.
is a gnome.
It's a gnome, definitely. Going forward, not going back.
I
We have
hate you guys.
been requested by one Antoine from the from what that show? No, the helpless for the guildless, or
Yes.
the help for the guildless. The help for the guildless. That's
Oh, The Help. I like that book.
Now I get it right.
it.
Go.
He wants us to, entertain his people on his end for whatever reason. I'm not too sure of why.
He wants
So-
to introduce us to them.
Yeah. Well, one, he asked, and
You
I
said
took
yes.
the advantage, and well, long story
don't
short,
take
we
advantage
decided
of Cole.
we decided, well, more likely me, we decided that we were going to help him out for at least 20 minutes of his time.
Okay.
Oh.
Yay!
So what am I getting a new cat girl out of this?
You're getting something out of it. I don't know. There's a few people over there in his space, as you've noticed, that have
As long as it's
some
a cat
interesting
girl.
characters, including Gabe. Somehow Gabe managed to get over there. I don't know why.
Well, I'm still debating whether Gabe is our him mascot or he's our not gay Jared.
Yeah, we've already kind of. I've decided he's not the gay Jared. He's not our gay Jared. It's a lot easier. We can dress him up as anything we want to, including like Pokemon characters and She-Ra.
Gabe the dress-up doll. Got
Yeah,
it.
pretty much. I was trying to get him to be Fakor from
Fuckwad?
He-Man, the Master of the Universe. You know, the purplish blue He-Man.
So he's out, Mr. Potato Head. Cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's our little slut.
Well, he's our meme target. He's for everything
Wait,
that's meme related.
Isn't he? I heard a story that he's Antoine's French maid now.
Yes, he actually brought his own. He brought his own uniform.
There you can enjoy
He took it from the GNF department because he brought it with him when he came over on Penn's server. Who he just happened to be back tailing it to give somebody else a little bit of a lip. He's a bear. He's kind of irate, and he wanted me to call him the discount Mexican.
Well, I was going to say, but not to be confused with irate bear. Gabe is the bear who is irate.
Regardless,
The
yeah.
Russian
So that
agent.
so long story short, Gabe has come all the way from the Irate Bear channel to us and to Antoine, and he's brought along his French maid uniform all the way through.
Alright.
Good to know he's got one.
Well, apparently he used to be a maid, so
Well,
we
I
just
have
kind of go with it.
I have technological advances to make him do what I need.
I was going to say, all I can imagine is the French maid outfit with Gabe, with like a bit of a. I can imagine like the leg being kicked back and he's holding a feather duster. In the other hand, it's what do you call those anime characters where it's clearly a guy but they could be passed off as a girl?
We usually call them traps.
Yes.
Oh, that's not what I was getting at, but
Speaking of a trap, let's go to Uganda.
Oh,
Yes.
I know the way.
Do you know the way?
We introduced ourselves already, Riku. It's Nemo, Dracona, the Panina, and the Canadian Rogue.
Yes.
Who are you people? We are all and not at the same time.
Yes.
Don't mind any of this yummy yummy because I've got to go through it and borrow from Han the show and do a bit of editing, so that we can do the proper crunch time and whatever else sound bites that I want to throw in just because I'm broke.
Now that we know the way, let's get back to.
You do not know the way.
You do
But
not
you-
know the way. I know
We
the
need
way.
to go find a way to the queen.
Let's go to we.
So how much of y'all know about the Uganda Knuckles?
I still to this day have not seen the original that everybody's talking about, but I just
Oh, God.
love
I saw
the
the original.
shit show that's surrounding it.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's glorious.
we'll go through this a little bit at a time, and we're gonna put whatever bullshit that we want to go with. So let's do it. Uganda Knuckles has its origin in a nearly year-old joke, but thanks to an easily downloadable character model and the explosive world of VR chat, the problematic meme has been quickly spreading. Problematic meme. Problematic.
Oh, but it's
Yeah.
Polygon. Of course, they have to sprinkle problematic
Yes,
on
I do.
everything.
I
They
hate
sprinkle
this.
problematic on a pizza, and it becomes so.
Well, he is Ugandan, and they just mentioned that it's a shithole country recently, so.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, was he
Uganda
more-
Knuckles didn't start out as the Uganda Knuckles meme. The character was inspired by a goofy
Let's work together.
caricature of the Echidna, who first made his appearance in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The weird version of Knuckles made his debut on the Sonic Lost World video used by Greg Zilla, a popular YouTube with more than who the fuck cares? He's got subscribed. He has subs. He's got lots of them.
I can't remember when it popped up.
You kind of remember when it popped
Well,
up?
I stayed
keep
a
up
little
in
bit
this
in the
battle.
know Sonic stuff, but
Go
I
on.
stayed away from
We're in a time of peace. You can't let
So
this
did
get
you-
all
I loved it when they made fun of Knuckles.
You too, Yamcha.
They let a certain maid know about that.
hell?
She may beat me.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That depends on when the beating
You can
happens.
still do
But
this.
otherwise, it may
I
be
trained
bad.
just as
But
hard.
no, yeah, I was familiar with the meme when it popped up. When it first
Just watch.
first head,
I'm not going down without a fight.
Then when it popped up, it was really popular, and then it died off just as fast.
I see.
I can't believe I feel pressure.
Well-
These days when Knuckles has like a
It's not like I'll give up yet.
Self-meme-ified, and
Well, yeah.
people just kind of forget that he was a
How
meme
pathetic of
at
me.
one point, basically.
Some have forgotten. I haven't. Other YouTubers latched on to the character and started to create Knuckles Sing. You know that video meme that went around?
Yeah.
Knuckles Sing? That's a hilarious one. So basically he sang variety songs such as Smash Mouth, All Star, and a few others. Oh, he also done some anime.
Feel the power of a Super Saiyan. What happened?
But until September of last year. Yay, that was a year.
And 2018 is starting out no better.
Well, at least it isn't because of 2018. The 3D model of the deformed character entered the world, giving birth to memesters everywhere. Still,
Damn it! Don't think this is the end.
basically, it would still be another 3 months before players of VR chat. The Second Life bullshit that is supposed to be a game. Yes, I really don't like Second Life anything related to Second Life.
It's more like an interactive experience.
Not just
Because
Okay.
there is no gameplay involved other than
Let's
interacting
point
with
out
other
that
people.
I was into Second Life community. Can I just say that right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can say that.
And
He did.
basically leave that as the one note about Second Life is that it may be used as literally as the name
It's your
says.
turn, Gohan. Make things right.
Ah.
Restore peace to this
There's
world.
actual, there's actual quotes and if you don't
What's
follow
that?
your social
Where's that power coming from?
Yeah.
Strong. That was surprising. Pretty good.
Well,
I
Second
found
Life
out-
apparently wasn't Second Life. It was just more bullshit life. Go ahead, Pam.
I had found out about the phenomenon of Second Life through it being talked about in a parody kind of form from Law and Order SVU, and I'm like, wait, is this an actual thing? And then I looked into it, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm just gonna go over here and do my own thing. Fuck this virtual reality shit. Because I get it. The concept is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like it should never. I can't say it should never be involved in or replaces real life. Even though I've read Ready Player One, even then it's like, oh, VR should not replace real life.
No.
Well, they're trying to.
Well, yeah, but it should replace some things in real life.
Like Oculus Rift and HTC Vive? Let's replace
No,
it
no,
completely and give you some new stuff?
No. What I mean is, like, for example, like, there's things that you can use in VR that can replace simulations in real life. For example, like surgery simulators. If they got good enough.
Surgery simulator.
If they got good enough.
No,
I wouldn't
you know
give
what I mean.
Markiplier a scalpel anytime soon.
But you know,
or
no,
Gavin.
no, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean, though.
I know.
Real
I know.
doctors.
We know. You do realize that I'm going to be editing that in, putting in surgeons that particular game,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
because reasons.
All right. You want to see? You want to see me kill a lot of people?
Yeah, I know.
Cool.
I know. No, but again, you open that up to what an interesting little joke I could probably throw in there. Where was I? Oh yeah, Oculus
That's the
Rift and
Oculus
HTC Vive owners inhabited the 3D model and interact with others in varieties of settings. Let's put it this way: thanks to the meme that is Knuckles back in the day of say 2016 to 2017, to the ongoing inspiration of a movie that got a really good Kickstarter and is available on YouTube. All you have to do is go to your Google machine and type in "Who Killed Captain Alex," and you'll have how that meme was born. Oh, by the way, if you go to GNF.com, that's gatornfrog.com, that's Gator, the letter N, frog.com. Go to the section that has Watch. Under Watch, go to Drive-In. Once you get into Drive-In, scroll over a couple of pages, you will find Captain Alex right there. Who Killed Captain Alex available to you, or you can go into the Google machine if you're, feeling daring. Hey, I plugged.
You did.
You totally plugged. Now you have to do it 4 more times.
You
Oh,
good
don't
job.
worry, I probably will do it again later on with
Panda,
the
I
stream.
will kill you. Gabe, I will love to watch you try.
Yes.
Gabe and Panda shall get in a pin for.
Oh god, no! I just thought about it. It's like, holy shit, Gabe and Panda.
Now.
Oh
It's
god.
Speaking of like to see you try, Stan Lee gets accused.
Oh, right? That's a
Uh,
thing.
You actually went a little ahead, Nemo, because there was a little more to this, but okay.
Oh, really?
no,
Yeah.
pretty much. There's not much further we can go. I can actually continue with whatever I want to, but all I'm going to do afterwards is just kind of go use a lot of the Knuckles memes just to drive Antoine crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
no, the whole point
You
of
like
this
to
is that
wait.
Polygon's
Wait, he
got to
doesn't like
stick up their butt. Polygon's got to stick up their butt where they actually are advocating for the developer to ban the Uganda Knuckles
Seriously?
models.
Yes.
No.
No.
No, it
Oh,
gets
yeah.
further
They're-
down here, yeah.
That's why I said there was a little more to the story. The whole point of pointing it out was the retardedness that is
Actually,
Polygon.
here, I like this one here. The VR chat community is something special. It lets people truly be themselves without fear of judgment or hate. To connect with people from all cultures and mindsets. It's our policy to take action against individuals who engage in or promote in this kind of behavior. We have taken action on a select few accounts in light of recent events. We are still in the early stages of this community and are excited to see where we go from here.
I actually went. Well, hold on. I actually went to the Steam discussion page and saw the pinned comment from the developers regarding this. And yes, that this comment is there, but they expand a little bit more about giving more freedom to the players of who they want to mute or block. Which, okay, fine, you want to expand the capabilities of users to control how they interact, fine. But it kind of is weird to want to block certain models just because it makes some people uncomfortable, or it's perceived as something that it's not.
I didn't think you'd be this strong.
Well, they'll find a way to ban it, trust me.
Oh, I know.
Too bad for
There'll
you.
be a way to
I so happen to be the strongest of all the Saiyans.
Yeah, exactly. This shit never. And if they do, it'll only make it grow stronger.
Well, when it
Cannot
comes,
make
well,
like
not just
this.
that, but the moment they start banning, they also destroy the community that they thought that they wanted to create. In the all aspect of this, if you allow, so in this case, if you build it, they shall come. So you've built it, you built the ground. Now you have everybody showing up, and now you're going to be at this point of the game now selecting who is allowed to come in and who isn't. And the moment that happens, then you've already created your own,
Downfall.
Saiyans are a race of elite warriors. You're nothing.
Yeah.
Hashtag bring back bullying, people will get stronger and smarter, and then fuck this shit up. Then we won't have to ban certain people because everybody would be allowed, and everybody would then know how to interact with each other. Or take personal responsibility, and if you don't want to interact with somebody, fucking block them. Don't advocate for somebody else to act on your behalf, because that leads to shit you don't want them doing, and then you have to fight for your right to party.
Yeah.
You're right to party. I remember this.
Feeling old yet, Draco?
Let's not talk about my birthday coming up.
Okay.
Speaking of birthdays, 95-year-old creator Stan Lee is accused of groping nurses and demanding oral sex in the shower.
He can afford it. No.
I mean, who wouldn't want to? Some nurses are. Nah. Other nurses are. God damn it! I will pay you to leave.
And scroll down to the nurse's page.
Nurse!
Yeah.
So,
Right,
which one of those two nurses are he's demanding oral sex from? The one that he's looking towards, or the one that he's kind of standing beside? Because obviously, the one that he's standing beside isn't a proper nurse.
No. Okay, there's a nurse he's like holding by the arm and a nurse he's holding by the hand. And let's just say one of them...
As ugly as sin itself, the other one is like...
Actually, if you look where Stanley's eyes are, he's not even looking at the shortest one next to him.
I know.
No.
I know, but it's showcasing that, yeah, that's his nurse there, the one in the black scrubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna point out that Stan Lee's standards probably go a little higher than that.
Oh, I probably would say that.
Pamela Anderson.
Honestly.
All I'm gonna say.
Also, the only thing I have to say, if he's at the age of 95 still able to get it up,
Good on him.
Congratulations. You have
Really?
a winner.
Yeah, no, because of the factor that he's in a $20 million home, and he is still the man behind, the creation of Marvel, yes.
The theory behind
Yeah.
I love the
Well,
theory
well,
behind his
He might be the face of Marvel, but he's not really... He hasn't like been part of the story for a long time.
Well, technically, he kind of isn't he? He's still
There's a theory
within.
that his character who's been popping up in all the Marvel movies
Uh-huh.
Is the Watcher.
Is Watcher,
is
yes.
a Watcher.
Yeah. But
We got
but
that.
that's not really what I mean. Because I mean, like, the recent SJW trend in Marvel hasn't really been Stan Lee's choice.
No,
Right, that's
the
been
comic book division of Marvel is no longer his. He's
Yeah.
more focused on the cinematic universe.
Yes, he is. And I'll agree with that, but that's what I mean is, the thing he used to be famous for, he's not... Yeah, he's comics with Kirby.
He stopped being the head writer or the editor for quite some time.
Yeah.
But
Basically, since the movies have been coming out.
yeah,
Which is at least 10 years now.
yeah, of course. So, a young female nurse complains he demands oral sex from them, groping them as they walk around naked. So he's butt naked, Grody,
Demanding blowjobs.
demanding blowjobs and groping people.
I'll
Yeah.
be honest, I don't think Stanley should ever have to demand for a blowjob.
And by the way, I imagine a 95-year-old, no matter how sprite, is pretty slow, especially when he's naked. You know, you think you could catch that? That just caught me crazy. You know?
Yeah, well, you could.
But it's not exactly like, you know, a tentacle monster that's, you know, quicker than you can see and grabs you before you notice it.
Yeah,
It's an old man who's in the very, very latest stages of his life that I said it doesn't seem likely. He doesn't seem like he has dementia or anything, but it just doesn't seem likely that he's requesting blowjobs.
Yeah.
Demanding them.
But anyways, it's believed that this is the basic shakedown, and Lee's personal fortune of at least $15 million, and his home in Bird Street, pretty much commanding a really good amount of money. And nurses don't make a whole hell of a lot of money. So you put the two together and say, hey, lawsuit, let's see how far we can go. So obviously it's probably extortion or blackmail.
And isn't it... I didn't want to use another movie pun. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? A little too ironic that this is happening in the middle of the whole Hollywood scandal.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised. I mean, look, until someone gets charges to genuinely stick, I don't believe shit.
Well,
That being said,
Louis C.K.'s investigation is kind of showed up bupkis.
Yeah. Yeah, but I still stand by my thing of I'm quitting Hollywood until they get their shit together.
I wish you the best of luck.
And not just this sexual assault bullshit, but also this SJW shaming us bullshit. I am not going to support an industry that hates me. Fuck that.
I agree.
That's how I feel.
No, I agree.
I'll watch movies, but I'm not going to pay for it.
Well, you don't have to pay for them. You can still watch your movies down the road with they're much cheaper and free, or within whatever means that you may want to watch it. But I'm not going to tell you to go through any torrent sites and download any movies that you want. You know, I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm not even directing you to like ISO Hunt or whatever. I'm not directing anything like that to you.
Of course not. And I wouldn't ask you to, even if, you know.
No.
Even if I asked. You would never dream of taking me to a site that gives me free movies without having to pay for it.
Yeah, like Pirate Bay or anything like that. I'm never going to tell you.
That's unquestionable. Never mind.
I know. It's wrong. So, the allegations towards Louis C.K. about that he's forced someone to watch him masturbate has come up with somewhat of a big goose egg. One investigator, and again, this is something that I know for me on a personal level because this used to be my bread and butter. And investigations, we go through everything. We don't just kind of go, oh, we just got that one person over here who slighted everybody. No. We have to go through everything. The personnel, all the staff, the building itself, all the documentations that it is privy to us, and what you're not going to give us to us, we will find it in other means, in ways. So we will go through whatever your narrative is to prove whether it's true or not. And all information that we gather and find will go to the proper, systems. For example, if it's going to the court, it will go through. We'll go through all the steps in that and present it to the court, as well as the lawyers. So all parties have this information, because money's involved, lives and other things come into play. Now, if you pay us off quite nicely, we can make shit up. But in this case, all the evidence that's been found so far, especially for this one project that Louis C.K. was doing, there was no proof that he made any of the girls who would have been on the FX channel for misdemeanors or questionable behaviors while on the work site with FX and all that. So this becomes a problem, especially with the Hollywood narrative. Yes, the problem is that Louis C.K. did come out and say, yeah, he's masturbating in front of women. But the question is, did he forcibly keep them there to watch him masturbate?
And I'm guessing, again, nothing turned up, did it?
Well, there wasn't a lot of things that popped up.
But phrasing.
That was the phrasing.
I meant the investigation of wrongdoing.
Yes. There was nothing of wrongdoing on his behalf. If there was any wrongdoing, he's already admitted to it, and we move on.
Again, a big old nothing burger in the middle of Hollywood scandals. So then, good men or better men's names are tarnished, whereas, even guys like, where the focus should be on. And then the Hollywood elite females and then the beta males are sitting there and going, oh yeah, we're good people, time's up, we're taking initiatives, Oprah 2020, fuck you.
Yeah, Oprah's a thing. I've seen those pictures of her with Harvey Weinstein.
Well, we've seen a lot of pictures, and here's the weird thing, and I've got to point this out. A lot of the people who are pretty much in front of the firing squad, a large portion of them are Jewish.
Yeah.
Boy, gay.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, watch out.
Lock, stocks, and barrels. But is this yet another blacklisting of Hollywood again?
Probably. But there's no the worst part about it is you have evidence for
correct. And for those who have actually have, or at least have had these assaults that have been now thrusted upon them, now they're being questioned because they're being held in the same highest level as the liars and the phonies who have pointed a finger because it's a witch hunt. So now the people who are really hurting, who have really had these things done to them, they're going to be questioned. It goes back to that narrative of listening and believe that whole we're backpedaling, we're going backwards to that same bullshit narrative that the feminists has been spouting, but have created this questionable, So
listen and believe until it's a lie, and then even then, believe it, because some men deserve to die.
Let me have their pink pussy
I did not mean to rhyme, but I didn't want to stop in mid-sentence. Sorry.
It works.
It rhymes, and you know it rhymes.
Moving on to the pink pussy hats.
It was only a matter of time. this.
The reason of why I mentioned why women in general in this predicament, at least the idea of the feminists have destroyed themselves to a certain point of believability. So much so that even here, the Pensacola Women's March banned the pink pussy hats because they are transphobic.
You can now only be friendly to women or trans people.
All right. Yeah, here's the weird thing. Now, according to... Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but the Pensacola, Florida branch of Women's March banned the symbolic pussy hats to avoid offending transgender women and women of color. And,
the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those who identify as, women. Because, not all women have, vaginas.
Pussies. Yeah. You can be a woman with a penis.
Yeah.
And?
Yeah,
Apparently so.
Riley Dennis is a woman. Without having the twig and berries chopped off.
Well, Riley Dennis does have a split personality. Have you seen what's ever coming out of his throat?
I'm sorry, I'm too distracted by the Adam's apple.
I believe he
That's an Adam's apple? I thought it was somebody trying to escape.
I thought he swallowed a grape.
A little gnome is trying to get out of it.
I don't think he's great. That's a weird thing to say.
Pussy hats made their debut during the Women's March on Washington after Trump's inauguration in 2017 and quickly became a symbol of modern feminism. Isn't that sad that a pussy hat, based off of a lie, has become the symbol of feminism?
Yeah, because they made it. Well, it's the same idea as what they did with the whole idea of pink in general. They stole pink. They pretty much took over pink. Pink used to be a boy's color.
They appropriated it.
Yeah, they did appropriate a boy's color. It was a young boy's color. You can go back in the centuries, back even past World War II, when it was actually switched a little bit. Pink used to be a male's color. Reds was supposed to be a masculine color, very strong, vibrant color that gave energy and dominance. Henceforth, it was usually given to men. So anybody who was rich and powerful, especially from a male perspective, wore reds. And so the secondary shade that would go with it, or the lighter tone shades, happened to be pinks. Pinks also gave to the masculine colors. So boys wore little pink dresses. Yes, they wore dresses.
They did.
Because it was easier for them to change their knickers. But regardless of the factor, you can go back and actually see one of the presidents, one of your American presidents, I forget which one, but he's got a baby picture of him in a pink dress.
The leader of the Pensacola March decided that the hats inherently represented white feminism and are too transphobic and racist to be worn any longer. In a statement posted on the Pensacola Women's March Facebook page, the group argues that the hats assume that all women have pink vaginas, which represent a very concentrated and thus exclusionary feminism. I'm sorry, aren't we all pink on the inside?
Well, according to I don't know. I don't know. For all the different, I don't know. According to Pornhub, y'all are pink inside.
By the way,
Not me.
I've got an idea out here, and I'm just going to throw it out there.
So you're going to throw an idea out there?
Well, now, listen, if I was in the industry of pussy hat making, wouldn't I just design more types of pussies, Asian pussies, black pussies, Mexican pussies, and just make a shit ton more money?
You would think,
maybe
but
a pussy with a...
Then the solidarity of it kind of doesn't exist anymore because it's not all the same thing.
Hey, but they don't need to all be the same color.
It's
what
as
are you,
if,
a racist? Are you
it's
saying
as if people can be different and still equal.
I know.
How dare you suggest that pink pussies are better than...
I didn't suggest pink was superior.
Sure you did.
Apparently Gabe has a pink vagina.
Supremacist.
Gabe has a pink vagina.
I'm sorry to hear that, Gabe.
I didn't know, man.
We didn't know, Gabe. Now we know. Knowing's half the battle.
The pink pussy hat reinforces the notion that women equal vagina and vagina equal women, and both of these are incorrect. No, they are completely correct. You are a woman, thus you have a vagina. You have a vagina, thus you are a woman.
Can we go to the next vagina story?
Cop, how like the most innocuous saying boys have penises, girls have vaginas is literally offensive now.
Yeah, well, hey. I'm already disturbed, and this isn't going to get any better because this is all forms of cancer.
Oh no!
Because they're going to go all women, transgender, multinational women, disabled women, queer women, and more are the most marginalized. Blah 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 bullshit.
No, let them keep dividing themselves.
They're just cannibalizing themselves. Have fun with that. They can do that.
Until they're like nothing but single-celled amoebas, and then the human race will continue on without them.
True.
Beige Block Simulator 2000.
I have yet to understand why humans haven't let them just eat themselves.
That's what they're doing now.
Yeah, they've been doing that off and on through the course of the last, Gamergate? What was it, 2014?
Yep. Even before then.
No, I know, but it seems to be more steadily since 2014.
Well, apparently because Gamergate got blamed for the election of Donald Trump. Never mind that Gamergate was just the explosion of lava out the tip of the volcano. It wasn't the build up to that point.
No. Speaking of explosions, YouTube has removed Paul Logan from the preferred program, putting his show Thinning, the sequel, on hold.
Yeah, after what was it? After 2 weeks of nothing but constant
roughly about 11 days.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks. YouTube finally said, okay, yeah, no, this is unacceptable. Which is funny because Logan had his video up on his channel for 2 days. Over 6 million people saw the video. And the video itself, according to a trusted YouTube flagger, the video was reviewed. It had been reported on several times and was manually reviewed and approved by YouTube.
I wonder
Thus
why.
it stayed up.
I wonder why, because he's part of the YouTube Red program. I wonder why, because he's the new PewDiePie, because PewDiePie has been anti-YouTube, at least, the black sheep of the YouTube family that nobody talks about. They put all their faith into the jackass known as Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm. It was only until Logan himself took down the video that more people started to complain about it. That the Japan police got involved, saying he is now wanted for questioning. That now YouTube goes, oh, maybe this was a bad thing. We're sorry. We won't let this happen again. And it only continues to hurt other content creators because this is almost the antithesis. Sorry, not the antithesis. This is almost the apex for Apocalypse 3.0.
So, and we all know that YouTube doesn't care about anybody. All they care about is the amount of money that's coming into their pocket, which isn't much, according to the studies. Because Twitch makes more money than YouTube. And Twitch only has to do a sneeze or let out a good fart, and they get millions of dollars coming to them.
But farts are funny, so that's actually understandable.
Farts are funny.
Maybe are funny. Whereas YouTube isn't so funny.
So now, only after almost 2 weeks of constant backlash, that YouTube goes, okay, yeah, now he's been put in the same box as Pewds, where he's been removed from the preferred program and all of his YouTube Red stuff is on hold, if not outright canceled.
Bye-bye.
Please, all of you Loganites out there, please understand. Yeah, I don't know what his fans call themselves.
I have a Logan.
Whatever they call themselves. If you ever see this, please understand it is not a good thing to prop up people when they do bad things. Don't fall for this. Don't worship somebody to the point of they can do no wrong. Because when they then do things and then you defend them, it only further insulates them from having to face the consequences of their action. Call them out on it.
But what if they can do no wrong?
There's very few people in this world who can do no wrong. Even God has done wrong, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Well,
he happened to launch Unleash me, so that's a problem altogether. Gabe knows that already. Right, Gabe?
Hey, welcome, Wikipedia snippet. How you doing, man? AJ Williams, welcome.
There's like so many people who are here.
Everybody.
Hello, everybody there.
Hello. So,
Go to
you know,
gatornfrog.com. That's gator with a letter N, frog.com. You'll get all the stuff there, too.
Yes.
No,
We've got
There's
all
another
our,
plug.
That's 2 of
all
4.
our content.
You're doing good. You're doing good there, Rogue.
I know.
Before we leave off on the Logan issue, I think I'm gonna throw one out there. You know, everyone's favorite film theorist, Matt Pat, did a video
him.
about Logan Paul's little shit.
Just
Right?
one more.
It got 1 million views, but never hit trending.
Of course, because of the fact that he's not part of the inner circle.
Oh, that's a whole nother issue too, isn't it? That YouTube has also updated their thing to prevent the whole trending thing because of the side tangent, because of Andy Worski's Richard Spencer and Sargon live stream video hit over nearly 14,000 viewers live watching at any given time, and it was trending, and they're like, oh no, we must prevent this next time.
Yeah, I mean, unlike anything else, if you really want to have solid revenue or whatnot, you have to go outside of YouTube. If you're focusing on YouTube being the only source of revenue, being ads and that, forget it. You're not making any money. You have to unfortunately go further up in the pay scale. So you need to have, what was it? You've got to get sponsors. In this case, Mr. Paul here has a sponsor known as Maverick. Maverick is now turned around after the whole stints that he had over Japan, demanded that he take down anything related to Maverick. Otherwise, Maverick was going to sue his ass. So he's literally becoming the black sheep, all because of his ongoing stupidity that no one ever said, hey, you know, maybe you went me left and checked me. You're not following the way. You're going in a whole different way.
The way.
The way. You don't know the way.
You need to get out of the way.
Yes. So now we've got, you know, bigger problems, and for him, it's not going to stop. It's going to, you know, avalanche to the bottom. As for Manpack, most people have their doubts on Manpack because of the fact that he's also kind of lost his roots by, you know, focusing on a younger generation. So there's a lot of criticism that's being passed around, and a lot of it's because of YouTube. YouTube has this whatever reasoning that it decided to do to focus on a certain group, a certain narrative, and a certain direction, even though they're not making any money. So I think it's time for YouTube to either change its direction or get the fuck out.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do either because they want to hold on to YouTube because it's the second largest search engine, first largest for video specific.
By who? By what algorithm? By Google's algorithm. But if you put in somebody else's algorithm, it's going to be somebody else.
No, of course, but let's be honest, a good portion of the world's population uses Google. Or some very
good portion, but there's always going to be variants like DuckDuckGo, Bing, so on and so forth.
No, and those are becoming more popular too because a lot of people see through their bullshit. Yeah. Side tangent, we're not covering it in depth in this video, but side tangent, James Damore, the Google diversity memo guy that was fired from Google for voicing anti-diversity opinions. Him and another guy who was also fired by Google have submitted their complaints for a class action lawsuit against Google, so that is starting. And I've downloaded the 100 and something page complaint lawsuit, and oh my god, there's just so much in there. Google is definitely the definition of a corporate cult.
Well, of course it's a corporate cult. It's always been that way, and it made itself that way because of the factor that it allowed all the diverse individuals in, and unfortunately, without seeing the logic that was, that unfortunately, when it comes down to STEM, not every woman wants to get involved with it.
No,
And
it's a matter of choice. It really is.
Of course, it is a matter of choice, and unfortunately for them, you end up with these people who are pretty much the gender Nazis who went into women's study, who come out with communications and women's studies, and they don't know what the fuck to do. So they go into places like Google and that, demand a job, threaten a lawsuit. Google then heels down and kind of goes, okay, no problem, we'll give you a job. All you have to do is sit in the corner and hit this one button. And then eventually they move up from hitting a button to taking over an area because, hey, reasons. And then they hire all their friends and people like them, and you end up with a problem. You end up with a cult.
You're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time. Just remember, fries and pizza. Fries and pizza.
Pizza, French fries. Pizza, French fries.
French fries.
Sorry, people.
Speaking of pizzas and French fries, game companies are failing on diversity according to new report. Thank you, Polygon. Since we were already going into this rant, let's continue on with this rant. According to a new study, or at least a new report from mostly Polygon, video game companies are failing to employ a significant diverse workforce despite increasing demands amongst the employees to hire more women and minorities. Who's making these demands?
There's too many minorities in my water pot.
Damn it, Nemo. Your fish bowl does not be involved.
In the International Game Developers Association 2017, developer satisfaction survey released today, 81% of game developers said that diversity in the workplace is very important, or somewhat important. Make up your mind. Is it very important, or somewhat important, or not at all? Up from the 78% in the 2016 and the 36% in 2015. So it's slowly climbing up, and I wonder why, because there's more of this narrative that you have to toe the company line of diversity, otherwise you don't have a job.
I'm going to say this right now.
How could I lose?
Yeah, diversity in the workplace is very important. The diversity of ideas and nothing else. The diversity of ideas. Because you want to know something? You want true diversity, you want true equality, let it just be ideas. Yes, white people, black people, Asian people, Mexican people, whoever you want, are all going to come in with a different perspective. So therefore they're going to have different ideas. Ideas are not tailored to your skin color.
Pen, scroll down to the bottom where you get to among the 963 responded, 74% identified as male. I bet you were all white. 21 identify as female. And the remaining transgender, which is 3%, and 2% of others.
That's a huge amount of transgender people.
Yeah.
Well, you know, from saying
That's more than the average population.
The
Go ahead,
issue is like, the issue is not so much that people aren't being hired of diversity, more so that the educational system is not diverse. It's not people are not being hired because of the skin color. People of the skin color are not choosing to do that.
There we go. Thank you for giving that. In terms of ethnics, 61% identify themselves as white. 18 were East Asian. followed by Hispanic, Latino being 5%. Black made up just about 1%.
Well,
Okay,
if crime statistics are anything to go off of, if more of them stop being criminals, I'm sure we could get more diversity of blacks and African Americans and gay people.
Actually, that is true. You will get more diversity out of the criminal circuit, and you'll actually get a proper average because within let's say in this case, the United States, approximately 73 to about 74% of the population is white. Surprise, surprise. And then you statistically go down as you go further into it. You go to the black, which makes up a percentage, which is roughly about 50%. You go into the Asians, which makes approximately about, I don't know, say 3 to 5. And then Hispanics within the same minor core. When you looked at with the movie industry, the amount of movies being pushed out, it's exactly the same thing as the average of the United States, their ethnic average. Over 70% of them are done by whites, with the, maybe about 20% so done by others within the ethnic sphere. When it comes down to murders, you have a higher statistics of whites killing whites, then following that, you'll have a higher statistics of blacks killing blacks. There is virtually no cross, but when it comes down to the men versus women thing, well, it gets a little weird because there are a lot of men who are willing to kill men at a high statistic, which is roughly about the 80th percentile.
Ooh, we have a help for the guiltless in the chat. Welcome, sir.
Hey, help for the guiltless.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
You escaped from your pen? Seriously? I've got to duct tape you again. I mean, hi.
Oh, but wait a minute. I get it. He has his French maid here to help him too.
That's right.
Yes.
We're gonna throw that one under the bus right off the bat.
Oh, yep.
Oh yes. As I was going into the tangent, when it comes down to the male, or when it comes down to females, this ratio gets a little weird. A very small percentage of women are willing to kill other women, roughly about, give or take, 20%. A large percentage of them are willing to kill men.
I'm not surprised.
So there's a large percentage of men willing to kill men versus a small percentage of them wanting to kill women. But when you flip that scale, you think that it would be the same kind of thing, that there'd be like more women wanting to kill other women. No. It's more women who want to kill more men. Wow. And more men who want to kill other men. So where is this whole, idea of women or being kind of held to a different standard and are being hunted down by other men and being brutally raped and all that kind of bullshit?
Yeah. It doesn't exist.
It's a sickness. Yeah. It really is a mental...
The sickness must be purged.
Well,
no, it's a social... I'm sorry. It's a social sickness. It's a social sickness.
I'm wondering
if that should be a real thing.
Yeah.
Well, if they diagnose being obese as a disability, then I should be collecting my checks by now.
Well, if you're obese enough, it is a disability.
Well, you have to hit over, what is it, 3?
Yeah, but you basically need a crane to get out of your house.
Yeah.
You would need I would have to...
You need a smaller door jam pen. That's all anybody will say. You need to make the door smaller so it's impossible for you to get out of the house.
I think that's manageable.
And then chances are they'll come over and kind of you're big, and then they'll sign over a check and give it to you.
Again, it comes down to I don't understand the argument for diversity and representation when making the content, nor for the viewers. Did you know, quick factoid, that they are angry with Disney in the production of the live-action Aladdin movie because they said that they had to go in for all of the extras who appear whiter, and they have to darken up and tan their skin to make them look a little more Middle Eastern. They're angry because They should have. They should already have tanned Middle Eastern people on hand to play the extras.
Fun fact: not everybody in the Middle East are brown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just thought I'd point that out. But
Yeah.
going to your tangent. Ooh. I still haven't got my patriarchy check. Well, that's probably because of the fact that it's being funneled to the Rogues Fund.
Or an army of people may have hacked those checks.
Yeah. You just email gofuckyourself.com and we will help you out later.
Maybe I should actually do that. Make a go fuck yourself at protonmail.com.
Yeah. Me too? No, you don't get any. Sorry, sir. You're not as evil as you think you are.
Hashtag go fuck yourself at me.com.au.
Meanwhile, in Japan.
Yeah, meanwhile in Japan.
Speaking of Japan.
No, I gotta love this. Do it. Meanwhile in Japan. Just make sure you turn down the volume.
Oh. Fuck. I keep trying to pause it. Sorry. I'm gonna
Don't worry, it'll be worth it.
Okay.
It has to be worth it. It's always good. I
agree, AJ.
my bot power to accept. No, sorry, Gabe. It doesn't make you sad. I'm the one that controls that one. You got to understand that demons like me, we have skills. Yay! Meanwhile, in Japan.
Yeah, meanwhile in Japan. I have no idea what this is or why it's a thing.
No, I just put it out there because of Pokemon. Nintendo has launched the brand new Nintendo Direct Mini Showcase. Now, while you're playing that, you can go over what they've actually spawned. Basically, they're going to be doing the Dark Souls Remastered. Oh my god. Coming out in May. They'll be updating the Super Mario Odyssey. You'll also get a Mario Tennis. You'll also have a Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Kirby's All-Stars will be coming out as well. There's a Pokken Tournament DX Battle Pack that'll be available to you now. As well as you'll have under their next wave, you'll have a new Pokemon sets to go with for this 2 months, and then in March they'll go with another secondary wave of battlers, and then you'll have more shit. You'll have Wise Adventure, the 8th one, will be coming up. Payday 2 will be released in February. Faye
Nice.
will also be released out in February. You're going to have a lot of really weird things. You have the SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy showing up this summer. So if you want to watch a lot of boobs from SNK, please get up your Nintendo Switch and download the fucker.
What I'm curious about is why the hell is Neku from The World Ends With You, which is a Square Enix product.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a 3DS game. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But why is he here if nothing Sony related is on the... Oh, I'm sorry. I retract that. Final Mix. The World Ends With You Final Mix in spring of 2018. My question is answered. I jumped the gun. I'm apologizing. I jumped the shark. I am sorry.
No, you didn't jump the shark. You jumped into his mouth and got through its ass.
I think I have an explanation for this. Because coming out in February is the remastered of Secret of Mana.
Correct.
Yes.
Which originally launched on Super, but it's not going on the Nintendo. It's only going for PlayStation and PC.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3.
It does come out this year. Comes out this year.
I know. I want Kingdom Hearts 3.
Is it coming out autumn?
I don't know yet.
No, it'll be coming out sometime next year, but yeah. No.
Sometime this year.
Also you'll have the...
this year.
You also have the Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle DLC Pack 3 coming out in the spring of this year.
Nice.
Which will also include everybody's favorite ape, Donkey Kong.
Who is the coolest monkey in the jungle?
He is the coolest monkey in the jungle, and he doesn't get upset by it.
No, he is
No,
the coolest
unlike-
monkey in the jungle.
Unlike those assholes that in South Africa have torn up the H&M stores, and people think that this is completely and totally acceptable.
Yeah, well, monkeys be what monkeys.
Uh-oh.
What did I forget? I don't know.
George.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, this is the one. I was.
Pen, did you before you go into this, Pen, did you get that little thing that I posted in Headbutters for the article that Nemo was looking for?
I did not go the way.
Oh.
But you call yourself the queen.
I am the queen.
And you don't know the way?
I am the queen, but sometimes I lose my way.
You don't know the way.
I lose the way.
Brothers, she don't know the way.
Got it!
Anyway, I was scrolling through my Facebook feed the other day, and I noticed a thing that said that apparently Bitcoin's not only sexist but also racist because there aren't enough women and black people who are getting stinking rich off it. It's basically virtually only white men.
Why? Because of the factor that let's think about it. Let's think about it.
No,
right?
I was going to say I'm sorry. You can go in your. I'm sorry that it was your personal decision not to buy into it.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're like, it's needlessly complicated to get into. It's like, yeah, you can buy Bitcoin like with a Google search or Bing search for that matter.
You can go anywhere. You can type in and find Bitcoin related item or the knockoffs from Litecoin to whatever else it comes out with, B coins and all that kind of stuff. You can find them. You can trade with them. Now,
yeah.
The problem is that most don't even consider that. Not everybody's invested into cryptocurrency. Now, the question is, when you get a cryptocurrency, what can you buy with it? Most women want to buy makeup and shit with it. I'm sorry, but that's the statistics. Most of their purchases are going to be based off of, I don't know, purses and other garments and things like that. So you're not going to get a lot of luxury items from Bitcoins. I'm sorry. You have to liquidate it and put it into physical currency, which is kind of difficult.
Yes, it is.
And you've got to time it right before it becomes worthless, and then you've got to hang on to it once it becomes worthless to become some degree
again.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it's basically it's like gold, and people don't understand that. And I reckon if you looked into the gold market, it'd be mostly run by men.
You mean the gold standard? Holy shit!
No,
How about this one? Go in the stock market, and you point me out. You show me a lot of women in the stock market, at least on the floor.
No. I think Nemo was getting at is that most gold prospectors were white men.
Yeah, white men.
Yeah.
But even now, people who collect gold for like the, instead of currency, because they think gold's always going to have a value, right?
Well,
there are people basically who still hold on to the gold standard, regardless of the fact that it hasn't been a thing for 50 years, because they know gold's always going to be worth something, right? Even though it goes down in value, it goes up in value, it basically always continues on an upward trend, right? Bitcoin's very similar that way, except it's digital currency.
Yes.
But as I say, I promise you, the people who collect gold are mostly men.
Yep. Usually Jewish white men, but regardless.
Usually, hey, they're still white.
There's a risk in it because there's also you put in money that you could lose. The problem is that typically women don't want to make those kinds of risks. Whereas men are willing to. It's the hunter versus gatherer, basket weaver mentality. You put in a bit of effort, there's a risk involved, you could lose or you could die. But then the reward for putting in that effort is there. Whereas if you just stay huddled in your little tent and make your baskets, you could do something, but then there's you're left with just picking berries and eating berries and not having some of that succulent, juicy meat.
Yes, please.
Because you don't know the way.
You don't know the way. You don't know the way.
When you don't know the way, you stop.
Yeah,
You don't know the
don't
way.
know
I will tell you the way. But you don't know the way yet. So I will tell you the way soon. But not now. Because
Sorry,
you do
guys.
not know the way.
That thing's gonna be a thing for a while.
Oh,
I apologize in
Gabe,
advance.
I'm gonna make you suffer with it for a little bit longer. Don't worry. Why? Because that is the way.
And I thought my puns were bad, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Gabe, you do realize you're kind of gunning for a hurting. Somebody's gonna get a hurting.
Yes.
I'm not gonna tell you who.
Somebody's going to get put in timeout.
Somebody is gonna get a hurting.
I'm afraid to know, but at the same time, I got the cameras ready.
Speaking of cameras, gaming laptops are cheap and portable.
Good joke.
No, seriously.
Okay, no. The joke is they're gaming laptops, right?
No,
Yeah.
coming up with the currency, yes. They've actually have found a way to make budget gaming laptops.
All right.
This intrigues me.
Oh, you're intrigued now, are you? Buying a laptop generally means that you're juggling prices on graphic performance, weight, and battery life for the most part, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them are roughly about, let's say, 6 pounds in weight or probably more. And if you look for something lightweight, you're not going to get what you want. Now, because of the arrival of the 8th edition of the Core, you have the new RX Vega M graphics that's coming out with the recent model of NVIDIA, shrunken down to maximize not only power, but giving you the proper weight. So you're looking at something that's going to be like 2 pounds or something like that, and giving you a lot of boost. So NVIDIA is coming up with a lot more shit to make things go faster.
Good glorious bastards. I love them.
Ah, yes. Not only are they behind, driverless tech and everything else, they focused heavily on making our gaming life extra special. So you're looking at the new lightweight laptop known as the Razer Blade. It uses a mobile version of the NVIDIA GTX 10 series chip, which will accelerate rapidly. However, with recent techs from both AMD and NVIDIA, they found a way to kind of maximize the usage of the CPU, the cores, and a few other things. As well as focusing also on what is known as, cloud gaming, which should be interesting. So you're looking at a cloud streaming services, or at least cloud gaming technology, where we're able to stream and play games at their highest setting, maximize power usage,
Damn.
at virtually no cost on your end of your computer. So if you have let's say a basic cheap specs computer, this is something I was showing to you earlier on a different
Holy
idea,
shit,
Nemo.
Ben.
Yeah.
I did not mean to do that.
Do what?
You don't
You're
want to know.
deleting messages? What the fuck are you doing?
I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry, Gabe.
Gabe, you've been penalized by you've been penalized. Definitely, there's a pun there. Penalized.
Pin lost control for a minute.
No, I never used the time.
How far? You've wiped him out completely.
I
300-second pin out.
I
No,
know.
you can go backwards. He is completely deleted. Everything he
I
has
didn't
is
do
gone.
that though. I didn't mean. I only thought I would have just done like the last message.
No, it does all.
I
You
did
killed
not
Gabe.
know this. Oh, okay. But the funny thing is that on the the murder. I know. I murdered
God.
Gabe on live stream. Oh shit.
How do we bring him back? Is there possible to bring him back?
After 300 seconds, he'll be able to talk again.
Ah.
But I did that on my.
He gets a 3-minute timeout.
yeah, I put him on timeout, but apparently timeout means deleting all previous messages. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Why you could have asked before?
I think that means you win, Mr. Panda.
Damn it, Pin.
I have blood on my hands.
Yes, you
sorry.
do.
No, you don't.
And that blood will never leave.
Wow, never give Pen a shotgun because she'll use it. Yeah. It's like, hang on to this.
I don't want this power.
Oh, I didn't know it goes off. Yes, load it.
That would be the thing to go, I wonder what happens when you pull this trigger.
Apparently from Panda, you are literally Hitler. No, Hitler would have at least allowed you to go through and send you on a train ride to some place so you can continue talking about him there. But this is almost like Stalin kind of sensing here.
This is like just a little off the top.
Got a little off the top, yes.
Okay,
Wow.
but okay.
Anywho, so we gotta wait for Gabe if he's gonna come back.
No, we need to have a bit of a serious moment here.
Okay, so we're gonna have like a 10-second, silence in the loss of Gabe.
You can't see it on. Rogue can't see it on my screen unless you go to the YouTube side. But I put up a tombstone.
Yeah, I saw that.
A tombstone on the screen. I was like, oh god, we need to have a moment of silence for our dear friend. Yes, press F to embarrass.
There's a converted Richard Spector in the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, converted.
Oh god.
Okay, everybody hit F for a loss.
For
pay respects.
If you're allowed to hit F.
Hit F, please. The moderators here have allowed or accept who are going to be holding Pen back as best we can. Please.
Well, who's all moderators?
We're going to give at least 10 seconds. Do we have the bell? We need a bell.
We don't have a bell.
Ah, crap.
We can't have bells. My maids go nuts when you ring them.
That's true. They think that you have to service them. Anywho, or service you. Anywho.
Yes!
So
yes!
10 seconds, people, starting now.
I
Shut up!
No.
Starting now.
You just did.
Thank
you, Nemo!
Okay,
now we're gonna do this
long
shit
enough.
all over
That's
again.
long enough.
No, we're not.
We tried.
We did 10 seconds.
We did it twice. We totally fucked it over.
Pen, the dragon and the fish cannot stay quiet for 10 seconds. We've established this.
We tried.
And apparently, I abuse my power, so I should never be trusted.
Oh
my god! Gabe, I am so sorry. I really am. I did not mean that.
Oh wow. Anywho, all right. So, yeah, Nvidia, CES 2018 gaming cheaper, available to everybody.
Dude, is your brain melting?
I don't know where to go from here because Penn did something and yeah.
Okay, well, what's that next story?
Okay, now Gabe's back. Thank you.
Hey, Gabe's back. Hey, Gabe, how was Purgatory?
Please don't press.
Still with me. yeah, you're back. We can see you. Hi.
We can hear you.
Okay, let's see this romance happening between the bear that's Gabe and Panda.
So a Russian bear and a panda walk into a bar.
Oh jeez.
Wow.
I don't know where this goes. That's the same one. It's just Nvidia. It's got more. It's what I've already covered.
Okay, so we're going to the Black Panther.
We're going over to the Black Panther.
Okay. But I want the Pink Panther. He would
What do
be
you
great
get
in
the
a pussy
black
hat.
one? Well, no, we've already covered the pussy hat and the other pussy that's Paul Logan, or Logan Paul. Anywho, So yes, Black Panther sold more tickets than any other Marvel movie according to their insider statistics within the first 24 hours.
Good for you.
Now, keep in mind the movie isn't out yet, so these are just pre-sale tickets, and these pre-sale tickets went on Monday, and they were sold with they outsold. They sold all of their tickets within a 24-hour time frame, proving that a movie like this can give you some excitement, not only because you have built up the character from a previous movie, or at least a previous portion of the franchise, being the Avengers, and giving you an idea of what the character is about, and then going from there and actually fleshing out the character even further to how he gets to that point, or just after he's claimed that mantle that his father previous held, and now he's got to be the new king of Wakanda.
Wakanda. He knows the way to the queen.
No. The queen knows the way to him.
Okay.
No, and it's a Kang, by the way.
Yeah, Kangs. They were Kangs. Well,
we was Kangs.
Well, in this case, this particular Kang is from from a future-based area of Africa that doesn't exist, and it should be interesting. Now, the way how they're predicting it is that it could actually make $1 billion within the first 2 weeks, or with even the first week of its opening. It should actually break all box offices that Star Wars has already managed to create, even though the last movie is tanking very nicely. And a lot more people are questioning why it even exists. This one here, I know. But this particular movie here has a huge possibility of either A, being shit, or B, being really good.
Mm-hmm.
And if by chance this movie fails, this just proves that the SJW Marvel shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
But that's not even just it. I don't see Black Panther as an SJW movie. I didn't even see Wonder Woman as an SJW movie. Yet, the feminists... The Verge.
Yeah, go to Verge. Verge is my personal favorite one.
So give us a very brief synopsis of what The Verge has said about Wonder Woman.
Last summer, the critical and box office response to the DC Wonder Woman proved unequivocally that representation is more important than anything else.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
That is basically their main line.
What if there's no story?
Yeah. Now, Patty Jenkins, and I know this for a fact, Patty Jenkins, the director, she is really good at what she does. She doesn't do the heartstring bullshit and I need to have women who represent. No. She wants, if she's going to do a woman-based movie, that character... Yeah, well, it's a Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. But no, if Patty Jenkins is going to do a character, especially a female character, it's going to be the factor that she's a person first who just happens to be a woman. And that's it.
Yeah.
She isn't, all about, woman power and all. No, she's a person who just happens to be a woman who has this shitty, thing that's happened to her. And here's the story.
What you're saying is they found the right person for the job who could portray the story aspect of it above being female power.
Mm. Oh yeah. Guaranteed, because Patty Jenkins, when they selected her,
What?
Nightbot. Well, Gabe, gotta be careful. Nightbot really likes you, and Penn knows how to fuck you over. So
that was me.
Careful.
That was me. That was me.
So wait a minute. Now you deleted all of his messages this time?
No. I primed
No,
it, though.
Nightbot got him. Nightbot got him because it says message deleted by Nightbot. View. I can view the deleted message.
And he was timed
Which
out. What happened was I was spamming emotes like for a minute. And then Gabe decided to follow up with a few emotes. And...
because you're a moderator, it doesn't tag you.
right, it only tags people like Gabe, and Nightbot is on a mission on trying to kill Gabe. Gabe?
So Dragon is like, yeah, check this out. You don't have, you can fly. Check this out. And then you who are already
You, the
flapping
Russian
your wings.
bear, who decides to jump and realizes that, hey, this shit's crazy, but I'm going to do it anyways because he says I can. You
and
jump,
then he wily coyoted off the cliff.
Pretty much.
As Draco the Roadrunner is still there, floating in air going,
I don't
holy
believe in
crap.
gravity.
yeah, and doing that song going, bye.
Pretty much.
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe people shouldn't follow the dragon.
Yeah, no, maybe they shouldn't.
He doesn't know the
Maybe they
way.
shouldn't.
Oh no, I know the way.
Oh, you know the way?
I don't know how to share the way.
Oh.
My
Anyway.
I know the secret path that only I can take.
You know the secret path?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad. Fliss1994 over on the Twitch side is like, hi! I'm like, hey! All of us are over here on the YouTube side because Twitch is being a bit... No, it's not even Twitch being a bitch tonight.
No, it's my computer being really weird.
We have audio failures.
No, not audio.
I messaged Fliss.
No, I don't. Everything was working. I just don't know what is not working properly because everything is moving. So I've got to unplug everything and then put everything back in and try to figure out exactly what caused the problem. And I think it's an update. Honestly, I really do think it's an update.
You had an update that said no more.
Yeah, it's like, no, we don't like whatever you got here, so fuck it. I don't like this, so, no.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. So, wow. Really, with all of our BS and everything, we still kept everything in the hour and 30 minutes.
I know,
Yeah.
we're pretty good at that. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about what we do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We are that good.
Well, we know the way.
Do we want to take maybe 10 minutes, take comments from the chat?
That's the whole
just to
idea.
see-
We can do that and take the
Okay.
comments.
Hey, comment section. Live
Well,
chat.
Well, that's the whole idea. That's why I say if we can get rid of most of this bullshit out of the way, we can take a few comments and some bantering and whatnot and have some fun with these people. Probably give
Gabe,
shit away as
Panda.
well while we're here.
Which one of you can get Nightbot to do a 5-second ban again?
Apparently, Fish learned this. Caps seem to work best for getting spammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. So, questions? Anybody?
Yeah, questions.
Anything?
Bueller?
Questions,
Bueller?
comments about anything
Bueller?
done or said on the show besides the
Bueller?
accidents that we will not talk about.
Bueller?
What?
Bueller. Bueller.
Yeah, I get it.
Bueller.
Yeah, we're just
or
waiting.
the elephant in the room?
There's an elephant in the room?
I was going to say there's an elephant.
Uh-oh.
I want to see this elephant. Okay. I want the elephant. Oh,
The
let's
elephant
go to
must
the
show
elephant
himself.
song.
Awesome, Panda. And you didn't get... Oh, you get a warning, Panda.
Oh my god.
Nightbot's got a boner for 5-second timeouts.
That's funny.
Oh, Gabe, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you with your stupid puns. I mean, mine are no better, but at least I know when to stop.
Ah,
Well,
pun
that's
people.
why the Nightbot's there. To guard the
The pun
I have
abuse.
to teach Nightbot a few new tricks.
200 emojis. It was worth it.
Oh God. How many people do we have watching on the YouTube side?
7.
I don't know.
We have about 7. It's been fluctuating between 6 and 11.
Oh wow. You guys like us that much? I'm impressed.
Hey,
Thank
Pan,
you.
I'm going to send you something.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared when you send me things.
I
Right?
know, but you're going to love it. Just, you know.
Unsolicited insert blank here pics.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's something that a scaly friend that we know found, and I said I was going to abuse it eventually.
Wait, what did I find?
So over here, as you can see, ladies and germs, this is gatornfrog.com. My God, it's gatornfrog.com. Go to in this case, can you go over to the watch section?
Watch.
View the TV.
Yeah, I went to the TV.
I know, it's just waiting for it to catch up.
What did I find?
You'll see.
I find all sorts of shit.
I know, you find a lot of things, you put it in, you don't remember it. I do, so I hang on to it. You say things too, and you forget what you say, and then I'm like, oh, by the way.
What does it do? Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, so if you go to drive-in, I hope you have.
I did go to drive-in. I did not know.
If you scroll over at least the third one, you'll see a specific little movie that helped with this whole spawning of the.
Wait, there is no third one. There's Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
And then there's the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Really? There should be another one.
There is not.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to update it because the other movie should be available to it. Odd.
What is this other movie?
Oh, I found the movie in question, Who Killed Captain Alex.
Ah.
And I also had it up and running the last time. I guess I didn't update it, but yeah. Also, those there in the drive-in section will be the movies in question for us to be watching for our drive-in in the end of the month.
We have a drive-in?
Yeah, I thought we do the drive-in on the every. So we do Gator and Frog for every week in that, all the way up until the end of the month. So that last every fourth week will be the drive-in. So we can sit back, relax, and kind of bullshit.
Rogue, you have to show me how you set this up because this is kind of cool.
Oh, you're welcome. It's very awesome. I also have action movie, which is 24 hours. You got horror. I've got the anime all day. I've got a few others I want to put in, but at the moment, I'm kind of adding more and more. The only thing we don't have control over, unfortunately, is the volume. I wish I had a bit more control, but it is the free service that comes with our
Sorry,
website.
can't complain.
Oh, okay. So I have a. Oh, so you did set it up. So we have our own sections.
Correct.
I like it.
Yes.
So if you go over to the channels, it goes through our feed, and anytime that you update your channel, it will also update through that feed. So like I mentioned to Draconith, anytime he updates and adds to his YouTube channel, it will pop up on your independent feed.
No group orgies.
No
Yes.
group orgies.
Yes, group orgies.
Technically, it is a group orgy, but you get to see all the stuff that we've done.
I have a problem with billing here. Why am I in the lower left-hand corner?
Alphabetical.
Oh. All right, I'll accept that. I'll accept that answer.
I went with alphabetical. Sorry, Pan. Just more logical.
Okay, my little puck echo on the desk seemed to have turned on for no reason, and it was saying something because apparently it thought I said its name when I did not.
It likes you.
Hello, Alexa.
Yeah, no, I have my headphones on. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, no.
Damn it.
At
least I tried.
Hey,
I noticed that the icons are missing on a couple of them, so I'll have to go in and replace them.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna help you update some things in here because now I'm looking at it as like, wouldn't it be nice if we could no, God damn it, not another song pun. Wouldn't it be nice if we had like an upper section for whatever might be streaming live at the time from any one of our channels, and then you could select which channel you want to go to specifically at the bottom?
It might be available to the website features, but I'm not 100% sure. As you also can see, the main page also holds the. Oh, if you go to talk, you'll have.
I like to talk.
Yes, if you go to talk, then you have all the articles that appear today. All the articles that appear today in the show would be available to you via talk. So your articles and that should have been there. So if you couldn't find an article or wasn't too sure where that article was or whatever, it would be in the talk section of the gatornfrog.com.
You know what I need to have you do? Because if I go here, like for the, let's talk about like the Safety First console edition thingy. If this is something that we talked about, it would be, shit, but there's no additional text or whatever. Crap! Never mind, my idea goes
It's the Rogue Paradox. It's my joke area. Anything that has so basically what I can do is I can separate it each idea. So you notice in the upper portion of it, you'll have for example the Rogue's Paradox, or you'll have something that deals with Nemo and whatnot, or gaming news or reviews and so on and so forth. You can break them into categories. It's very interesting.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested on when each of us are streaming, there is a calendar section on our site. So as you can see today, we are... tomorrow you have a Rogue Plays, don't you?
I have a Rogue's Play for tomorrow as well. I'll probably be doing it roughly around the afternoon for those who are interested. The afternoon for me is 12 Pacific time. I have no idea what it is for you folks over there, so... Yes.
Well, for me, anyways. I don't know about Nemo. Nemo might be sleeping at the time because upside down America upside down over there.
Yeah. Hey, we are hot Canada. Get it right.
Yeah.
No.
Where they wear the maple syrup.
You guys are too rude to be Canadians. But then again, I guess it's a whole upside down thing. So okay.
No, they fit in. I mean, the only other area that's pretty close is Denmark.
Denmark.
And then what does our network look like? Network page? So you can contact us.
Yes.
Wait, what? People can...
Right, you can harass us. You can also go to our actual YouTube channels, as well as you can find us up by other means. What? 12 specifically, is 12 the specific time? Yes, that was the specific time. I'm doing it at noon. Is that...
PST, which is Pacific Standard Time, which makes it 3 p.m. EST.
Yes.
And then Monday, I am continuing Final Fantasy
VIII. Yeah, I know. You're on the list.
Yeah.
I have to update the list. As you can also see under the calendar, Nemo and I have a little group gaming, as well as a little other side show that we're doing that's presented by GNF. I'll abuse the shit out of that, and of course, I expect you to do so there, Gabe.
This is a nitpick, although it really is not all that important. It's just a nitpick. Why did you decide to set up the calendar to be a Monday through Sunday instead of a Sunday through Saturday?
Talk to Google.
Okay. Also acceptable.
Talk to Google.
Talk to Google. I have no control over their lineup because it's actually going through the GNF email.
Okay.
But yeah, we do have an email. Those who want to harass us, go to gatornfrog at gmail.com. Send all your hate mail there.
And we probably deserve
your love letters.
And we will never check it. It all gets sent to the spam folder.
No.
You're not supposed to tell people that.
No.
Even though it does, you're not supposed to tell them that.
All your spam will be rerouted to...
All your spam will belong to us.
I will reroute it to some sort of lovely little server that may or may not involve an alien.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, he does have all those emotional connections.
Does that alien have like a Z in it? Please say yes.
I don't know. There's a lot of letters in aliens.
So okay, cool. That's even better. I think I know which one.
I have a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! I could make spelling the name.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's true.
Nice.
That's true.
I have enough
So,
cards.
go ahead.
What?
I thought Penn was saying something.
No, I was just saying I can spell it with the cards I have.
No, I was referring to Penn. I thought Penn had.
Penn had something to say.
I thought.
No, the moment has
okay.
passed.
Starts writing hate mail about GNF's obvious hatred towards Bear. Yeah, don't worry. Unless you're a I don't know, a
Bears
black
are
bear.
funny.
No. The only bear I hate is bearing.
Yeah,
Wait,
I know
what?
you hate bearing.
No, there is irate bear too.
I don't
there's a
hate
lot of
Irate
bears.
Bear. Irate Bear's dead.
No, he only
personally
hates one
loves me.
specific bear.
Yeah.
And for you guys in the Bearland, if you're not Paddington Bear, I might not listen to you.
And, I only pay special extra attention to, like, certain things, so,
Well, what about the Berenstein Bears?
No,
No, the
I didn't
Grand
like
Things bears are
them.
cool.
What about the wee bear bears?
I didn't like them either.
I never heard of them.
I didn't even like the gummy bears.
How could you
Yeah,
not like them?
that's heresy.
I've heard stories of people who have bought like bags of a specific type of
No,
brand of
I
gummy
was
bear.
talking about the actual Disney animated cartoon called
The
Gummy
gummy
Bear.
bears.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, they're
I'm actually talking
everywhere.
Are you talking about the sugar-free gummy bears that you can purchase online? And, like, the reviews are all about how they, like, vacate their bowels.
Yes!
If you send me the right love letter, I may or may not send a package to a loved one.
You can also send all your animal puns to the same Gmail account with the Canadian Rogue in front of it. And you can send me all your love letters there too, Gabe.
Oh, I probably should know the answer to this question, but I don't because usually Rogue does stuff without me knowing. But whatever. Rogue, do we have a Patreon and a Maker?
Not as of yet. I was considering on doing both, but I was kind of waiting until we got some form of attention before going into that, because I have plans on opening up a store using GNF as well as going into doing a Patreon and a Bears Lives Matter. Seriously? Seriously? Bears' lives don't matter.
I mean,
I'd say with
I will
anywhere
admit it
from...
now. I do have a black and white rug and a brown rug.
Oh.
But what about a white rug?
No.
That's right. Polar bears are an endangered species.
Yeah.
Well,
I won't talk about the white furry shower curtain I have then.
Oh God!
I was gonna read off the 14 words for polar bears. The polar supremacy.
Bear supremacy. Yeah, no. Oh, by the way, all hail blue whale.
All hail blue whale.
What's with the blue whale?
You
all hail the wrong thing.
I will have.
I'm sorry. That's right. We need to praise Doug.
Who the hell's Doug?
Oh, you don't follow
Doug.
Optimus Christ, do you?
No, he doesn't.
No. Oh God, praise Doug.
Praise Doug. Anywho, we have things. I have stuff here on gatornfrog.com. Please come by, harass us, ask me to add whatever else you think I should be adding. We have ways to harass us. Oh, if you go into the network section, Penn, you'll see there's that. You can show them a place where they can send all their comments.
I think that was the whole point of that. When it just goes to spam.
Just making sure that they can see where it is. So,
go check out Gator and Frog and explore the website.
And also become a member.
Yes.
Yeah.
Become a member.
Okay, are we done with chilling? Because I feel dirty.
No, you're not dirty enough.
I just take a bath, a nice hot lava bath.
We
we
still
don't
have
lava
about.
baths here.
I mean, we still have about 6 more minutes of chilling that we can get through. I mean, I have only mentioned Gator and Frog. I don't know how many times.
Right? I mean, we haven't even mentioned the fact that some of us have our own
your
channels.
I think you've met your quota for the stream.
I would hope so, because there's Pan's channel on gatornfrog.com. All you have to go to any Panina-chan related thing from gatornfrog.com. You can also find Nemo in his little space there through gatornfrog.com. And if you really want to, and you feel kind of festive and frisky, you can go check out your Conan. He's got his own channel available on gatornfrog.com.
Yes, let's note though, when you walk in, there is a requirement. You have to be 18 to walk through the door to me.
That's true. That is true. But you also have to be a certain height and about 18, and you can get through. Just make sure that you're not somewhere. I forget where. There's like some. I forget which group. I forget where, but they allow the kid to smoke because of a festival that they do, and then
And for Nemo's space, you've got to be okay with the realities of socialism. Because I make my son starve to death.
I'm going to murder you for that.
It's the realities of socialism, okay? Get
Rogue,
screwed if you don't like
it.
Should we tell the other two about the Death Star in building?
No, let them figure it out later. And then if you really feel kind of adventurous and you don't want to get too hot and bored, please come over to my side of the channel and tell me how much I suck at the Canadian Road. I have a link there also available for you at gatornfrog.com.
And Panina avoids all the criticism.
Well, of course she does. Until until I yell at her in all different ways and profanities I can probably imagine.
You could yell at me, and I might feel bad about it for about 2 seconds, and then
that's the whole idea.
Then I think of our mantra, "Give no fucks," and then I feel better.
Right. That's right. That's the whole idea. So yeah, definitely become a member, sign up. Leave me your hate mail.
I was going to say, let's also have them independently show their stuff too. Let's give them a few moments.
Yeah, go ahead.
Draco, where can people find you?
Twitter is like the
gatornfrog.com.
God damn it, Rogue! No. Yes, but no. I mean, look. Panina duct taped the demon's mouth.
Doesn't work.
I will bolt that mouth shut.
You can try.
I'm gonna douse you in catnip too, and I'll watch the fight later.
That's interesting. I would be kind of glorious. But anyways, continue.
Twitter at Draconith is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me, aside from Gab AI and Gator and Frog. I mean, YouTube, you can find me. I'm not very social. You gotta find me a way to poke me out of the hole. A big enough stick might do it.
Rogue, get the stick.
I have sticks. He likes them. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I chew on them a lot too.
I hear they're good for your. Nemo, where can people find you?
Okay, well, you can find me in Nemo Space on YouTube. If you want to get in touch with me, just leave a comment and I'll find a way to find you. If you want to do it as well, you can do it on Twitter with DaveIsMe87. That's my handle, and I haven't changed it because I never thought Twitter would be a thing like 9 years ago.
It's still a thing.
My face red.
You know, if you really wanted to, you could change your handle without having to do your whole account thing all over again.
Really?
Yeah. Before I had at Panina-chan, it was something else, but you can change your handle.
Yep. I mean, I actually have changed my handle on my alternate a few times.
Well, no, I've got my nickname, which is Thinking Activist, but my @ thing.
Yes, the @ thing. Yes. You can change the @ thing.
I didn't know that. Well, someone better show me how to do that.
Well, anyways, we're going to move on. Where else can we find you?
That's in my channel.
Okay.
Where else can we find you?
Where else can we find you?
gatornfrog.
Good boy.
Go. And Pen, what about you?
You guys can find me on YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching this, you are on YouTube. Good job for you. I am also on Twitch. I also have a Minds and a Gab.ai. And you can also find me here on Gator and Frog. See, I can find
We're getting close to the end, folks. Oh, also, I gave you guys a treat, so don't leave yet. There's going to be something that's going to be kicking on for our end, but before that actually happens, I am the Canadian Rogue. 1/4 of the team known as the GNF Network, alongside with Pan, Nemo, and Draconis. We thank you for coming here. Unfortunately, for the Twitch side, something went wrong with my computer, and I have no idea why nothing works. So I've got to go through it sometime tonight to figure out exactly what works and what doesn't. Hopefully, I can get everything up and running by tomorrow. With that being said, I wish you all a good night and bid you all adieu.
Adieu to you and you and you.
Play.
Play.
And now I have to go off. Hold on 1 second.
Technical difficulties.
You go to YouTube and stop the streaming.
gatornfrog.com.
Stop at the
Don't miss
streaming.
us.